Okay, we're back. This is a video on adding the seeds to the seed trays. In our previous video, we saturated them. Now the dirt is really moist. We're going to add the seeds to it, about 15 seeds or so, and cover it with some topsoil, which we have already here. Put them back in the tray. And hopefully 15 to 30 days germination process, we'll have sprouts everywhere. We'll then be taking them out singly and putting them into another system that I have in mind. Again, to grow 1,000 plants in the smallest amount of area. Okay. So let's continue with this video, adding the seeds to the containers here. First one is a baby's breath. I want to use these up because they're good. I cut it on the bottom of the thing because if you cut up here in the top, the seal is so far, the seeds, I have to cut half of this thing open. If you cut down the bottom, the seal is only about 1/4 of an inch there. So if I cut the bottom, it works better. And I take it and then I just make a little opening there. I put them on this little white piece of paper. Which I folded in half to a V. Now these are round, little round seeds, so they're going to roll. There's going to end up being more than 15 in here. This little baby's breath, but that's fine because baby's breaths are good. So I take this little pointed piece of wood, which I got at Real Deal as well, a whole bunch of them. They're skewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll only do a couple of these and then we'll pause the video. I'll do the rest of them and then come back. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is the last one. 16, 17, we'll throw 18. 18 of them in there. Now I got to get these back into the packet. I'm going to make myself a little funnel. And for now, this works fine. And I'm going to put this card back here. There are 20 packets here, and we'll be doing all of those. And my pattern is basically is in the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the flat panel. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Couple in the center. 17, 18. It's hard to believe, you know, that little tiny seed is going to grow to be those. And you know, this one here specifically, I need my magnifying glass. This one specifically is, the height is about 2 feet, 1/8 inch planting depth, seed spacing 1 inch. Now I've got them a little closer than 1 inch, but that's okay because we're going to be taking all of them seedling, them plants out. We're going to be taking all them plants out and putting them into something else. The thinning height is 4 inches. Spacing after thinning, 12 inches. Days to germination, 10. So 10 days. I've got some of these seeds here that it takes 365 days to bloom. I don't know what's with that. So that's baby's breath. Apparently it's going to start sprouting up soon. Now we'll take some dirt, cover that up. Remember, it said about 1/8 of an inch, so you don't need much. Seeds have to be able to break through here, which they will. If they're given the right environment, they will break through. I've noticed. I have this little soaking pad here. Believe it or not, it's hand towels, mechanics hand towels. This stuff is extremely resilient. You can wet it, dry it, wet it, dry it, and it still won't fall apart. That's one. Let me do another one. Oh, we need to label it. Gotta label this thing. Baby breath. Baby's breath. And I don't give them the date or anything. The seed group will have the date. I'm not going to put the date on every single one of these. So let's put the label on there now. This is Petunia. You'll have to read upside down because the cut is up here. Petunia. Dwarf bedding mixture. Like I said, we'll only do a few of these and then I'll pause the video. You don't have to see every single one. I'm going to try to read this here. Days to germination, 7 to 12. The days to bloom, 45 days to 80 days. Well, it's December, it's Christmas, so we'll say January 1st, so 45 days. Somewhere in February, we should have flowers. Okay, I want to put the label on first. That way I'm not tipping it all upside down. I just dry off my little PVC label here. I'm going to put dwarf. Real tiny. Tiny, tiny. Now we don't actually count them. They are just so tiny. What I do is I get them all down here a little bit. And I'll just start sewing them in there. I'm moving the paper around. You can barely see the seed with the naked eye. Okay? It's like, really? But not to worry. They're going to be all taken apart. I still put them in the same pattern. I think these petunias are some of the smallest ones that I have. I've got some that are huge. They're size of like a, watermelon seed. You're going to need a steady hand for this. Otherwise you'll drop the whole load in there. And there's still seeds left over. And make sure you poke that so that you get a nice little void there to pour them in. Okay, that was petunia. Little covering. Right up. Cover it right up. Lots of water in there still. I don't know if you can see that water right there. These babies are still wet. Alright, and that's how we add the seeds. I'll do all of them except for the last two, and then I'll start the video back up. And we will have 300 plants. I'm guessing 15 per thing, times 20 is, times 10 is 150, and double that is 300 seedlings. And can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with them after I have 1,000 seedlings in my house. All right, we'll be back soon. Okay, we're back. And we're in the last two. I just dry off the label. We have Columbine. It's Barlow's Double Mixture. Label them as good as possible because you're going to be in there a while. You want a good description. Especially if you're doing it for resale. Yeah, this is for resale. This isn't for my own garden. Okay, now we're going to put the seeds in there ever so gently. One, two, three, four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and drop another one in there. 22 seeds or so of the columbine. Throw the dirt over it. Now this you don't want to pack down too hard, you'll squeeze all the water out. You just move it around to cover everything. And this one is done. I'll do one more, the last one, and the tray is full. I like these shop towels. They're bluish in color because they dry out. You just reuse them. Can't do that with a Bounty. Okay, last one. We have the old marigolds. Good looking marigold. It says sparky mixed colors. Get them on my little thing here. I didn't have any marigolds in my garden this year, but I think I'm going to. My mom used to put them, make a hedge of them. Alright, we're going to drop them in here. One. They're a little finicky. 2. 3. Because they're long. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. That should be good. I'm going to drop one more in there. In that spot. Marigolds. It doesn't matter how full the tray is because they're going to be taken out. They're going to be thinned and every one of them will be separated once they grow a couple of inches. And we need to write marigolds. Sparky mix. Enough. And that is all of them. Let's bring Jarvis around here. That's it. That concludes this video for putting the seeds into the seed trays. And we'll be marking that on the 24th of December. It's Christmas Eve. And give them 10 to 30 days. Some of these, let's say like the marigold here. Let's see. I can't. See here, it's an annual, and it's 9 to 12 inches, which is about right. The planting depth is 8/8 of an inch. Days to germinate 5 to 7. It seems like the marigold's probably going to be the first ones coming through. Okay, that's it. It's about a 20-minute video. The next one will be, not sure yet. So long for now.